Welcome back to Next Level Jumping. We are here for the 7th tournament where we will see another 50 competitors take on Stage 1 and hope to get total victory here today. Kicking us off, we got a Koji, the first newcomer since Tournament 5 to run the course, as we had 0 newcomers in the last tournament. The Kraken begins Stage 1 here, the same as last tournament. Koji's onto the new sliding bouncer, the first one to attempt it, and he overshoots the third circle. Ghost making her 4th appearance here. Ghost has not put up the greatest runs. Looking to get a PB here. And Ghost is through the first obstacle into the sliding bouncer. Ghost overshoots the second one. So we're now on to Limba, who has not competed in a while. I believe he missed maybe 2 or 3 tournaments. Limba is gonna full send the Kraken. Very impressive. Now the sliding bouncer. Limba gonna get caught up on the second circle and not make it to the third. 0 for 3 on the sliding bouncer. So we are now on to Sufferings. Sufferings off for 70 seconds on Stage 1. Sufferings getting through the Kraken. He's got it. On the sliding bouncer. We've seen 3 people already fail this. Almost overshoots the second, but he is the first onto the new ascending spin bridge. Almost overshoots the second ball. Now into the X Spider. It's a save jump, but he's unable to make it back to that first window. So we're now on to Ari Paz. Been in a lot of tournaments. Put up, I think, at least 1 decent run. Ari's now into the sliding bouncer. Gonna stop for it, line it up. For the second one, the third, and is through it. Now onto the ascending spin bridge. Hopping our way through and gonna overshoot that last ball. So we're now on to Bad Jawa. This is Bad Jawa's first appearance since Tournament 1. The longest gap between appearances here. Jawa gets a save jump on the Kraken, almost failed it. But she will get through the obstacle. Now onto the sliding bouncer. It's 3 competitors in a row through it. Going straight into the ascending spin bridge and overshoots the third one. Next up is Acorns. Acorns getting through the Kraken. Now the second obstacle. Acorns, no issues. Gets a great dismount. Now the spin bridge has already taken out a couple competitors, but not Acorns. Into the X Spider, and he comes up short of it. We're now on to Blessure. 8th competitor to go here. Gets the first jump. And now he's going to full send the rest of it. Oh, a bad jump. And the first Kraken failure of the tournament. So we're on to our first finisher, Wet Like You. First finisher to attempt Stage 1 today. He cleared back on his debut. I believe that was Tournament 4. He's through the sliding bouncer onto the ascending spin bridge. Oh, it doesn't even get a jump off the second ball. That is very unfortunate. So we are now on to Kaguya. He beat Stage 1 back in Tournament 1, has not cleared since. Missed the last tournament. Kaguya is ready now. He's onto the sliding bouncer. Kaguya the second to third, and the dismount, he's got it. Spin bridge now. He's gonna frog jump him. So far so good. Onto the X Spider, he's failed this in the past. Gets a nice save jump, and is gonna be the first onto the Sea Serpents this tournament. He's got plenty of time, 35 seconds. Goes for the second serpent, just about gets it. Now the jump across. Gets it with a save jump. Now the big dismount, arguably the hardest jump on the stage. He's got it. He's onto the captain's cabin with plenty of time. Now the jump onto the circle. Oh, he gets bumped off, and Kaguya is out on the captain's cabin. Kaguya will not be advancing to stage 2. And for the 5th time in a row for him, he is out on stage 1. Next up is our second newcomer, Ghost Skull. He's onto the Kraken. And he fails to jump to the second one. Worst run so far of the tournament, as we're on to the Queenish. See if the Queen can clear. No finishers so far. Kaguya's gotten the closest with that unfortunate captain's cabin failure. Queenish now. Oh my, wow, that looked painful. So we're on to another Queen. Devil Queen. Off on the Kraken. Takes a save jump on that first tentacle and the second one. Save jump on the third and going straight for the dismount. Devil Queen is onto the sliding bouncer. It does not even get a jump off the first one. So we're going straight into Reina. Already on the course. So, oh no, another sliding bouncer failure. This obstacle is killing people. So we're on to Tufei. Tufei cleared in Tournament 2. It's put up some decent runs since then, but no second clear yet. Tufei's turn at the sliding bouncer, almost overshoots the second one, but she's able to get through it onto the ascending spin bridge. Beautiful attempt at that obstacle, and now the bouncer gets a good bounce, is into the X Spider, and is through it. Plenty of time onto the Sea Serpents. Tufei going for that second serpent. She's got it. Now jumps straight across. Oh no, she slips off of it. Tufei is out yet again. We're on to Dripski. Another newcomer. Very interesting name. He's on the second tentacle, going for the third, and he comes up short of it. Number 17. So this name I have no idea how to pronounce, but he, I don't know, they don't have a mic. Told me to call them Delulu. So we are calling them Delulu. I think it's a woman, so I'm just gonna say she. She's onto the sliding bouncer. And she is off the sliding bouncer. So we're on to Azi Akumai. I believe he missed the last tournament. Other than that, was in the first 5 tournaments. He's failed the X Spider multiple times. Right now, he's got to deal with the sliding bouncer. And it's no issues for him. Spin bridge now. Also gonna frog jump it. That is the recommended strategy I have told everyone to do. Into the X Spider now. And he's gonna fail it again. Oh no. No save jump off that window. So we're now on to Archangel Via. He's gonna full send the Kraken. Wasting no time. Now into the sliding bouncer. Overshoots that second one just a little bit and got a false bounce. As we are now on to its Aura. number 20. This time limit is not very strict compared to previous tournaments, but there are a lot of obstacles where you can get caught up on time, especially the last 3. Its aura right now is through the sliding bouncer onto the spin bridge. There's that good frog jump technique. And she's onto the X-Spider, which I think she failed in the last tournament. Almost overshoots that first window off the save jump. But she gets through it onto the Sea Serpents. Third competitor to get here. She is taking her time. She has a time. Random save jump. Jump across. 20 seconds left. She has time, but she just has to get up this with no issues. Here's the hard jump. It's Aura. She's got it. The klaxon's sounding, but it's Aura is going to get her first stage 1 clear in tournament 7. She is our first finisher here today. A very good run. Very smooth. She went quick through the first half of stage 1, took her time on the second half. Very good run. The sliding bouncer's been causing trouble for a lot of competitors already. It's Aura had a good technique for it. And the Sea Serpents is where she slowed down. Did take a random save jump out of nowhere, which was very funny. And she was able to get up the captain's cabin, which took out Kaguya earlier. And she will be advancing to the second stage for the first time in her career. Well done. Onto Bubble, part of the AE Clan Kids. Bubble on that second tentacle. Going straight to the fourth, gets it with the save jump. He's through it. Onto the sliding bouncer now. The first, and overshoots the second one. So we're now on to Carolina. Very good throughout the first obstacle. Gonna stop before the sliding bouncer. Carolina's gonna get through it, unlike Bubble. Did the spin bridge. And no issues so far. He did the X-Spider now. Gets a good save jump. Takes a save jump on the second set, and onto the Sea Serpents now. It's a bounce, not a good bounce though. Now we're on to Kyubi Wu, number 23. Number 23 was the first finisher number in the last tournament with the Wolf Shinobi. Maybe that'll bring some good luck here. This Kyubi's on the sliding bouncer, and there was no good luck whatsoever. So we're on to another competitor who is in Tournament 1 but has not competed since. It is Has-Beens. I believe it's Tournament 1, it might have been Tournament 2, but either way it's been a long time. He's onto the sliding bouncer. He's through the sliding bouncer. Spin bridge now. Beautiful. On the right side for the X-Spider. Doesn't even get a crouch. That's good for the save jumps, as the crouch will push you away. But Has-Beens, oh my goodness! Wow. He got so much height. I believe he went off the side. Yeah, he did, and the bouncer lifted him up, but he was off center and not able to get to the second serpent. As we are on to a competitor who cleared for the first time in the last tournament, it is Affectionate. It took her 6 tries, but she was able to break through. She did go out on the very first obstacle of stage 2, the double swing. She is back and gets a very low jump off the dismount. That was scary. Oh, short on the third ball, and comes up short of the fourth. Affectionate is out on the third obstacle, which I believe is her worst performance ever in next level jumping. Very unfortunate. We're on to the first ever run in next level jumping, a Hot Baba. 26 today. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. So we're now on to Ane, who missed the last tournament. Was in the first 5. A lot of competitors who were in the first 5 tournaments did miss the last one. Ane was one of them. Kaguya. Ane is getting through the sliding bouncer. Now the spin bridge. Not gonna frog jump. That's a little bit risky. Almost overshoots the 4th one. Into the X Spider now. Gets a good save jump. Take an extra one. And oh, he gets bumped away off the second set of windows. So we are now on to our last newcomer of the tournament, Amelia Sweet. She is on stage 1 and she is out on the first jump. So we're now on to Twine Cobras. He has failed the first obstacle in both of his appearances, I believe. Might have been first and second, but he beats the first obstacle today. Now the sliding bouncer. Cobras, third one, always a little short and does not get a good jump. So we're on to another person who cleared last tournament. Also on their 6th appearance, and for the first time, it's Nightblade. Now, interesting fact, I did not do this on purpose, but Nightblade was number 30 in the last tournament when he cleared. He's a number 30 here today. Just how the run order works sometimes. Get those coincidences. He's on the spin bridge. He's on to the X Spider now. Good save jump. Gonna take an extra one there just in case. But this, that was a bit close to there. But he's got just over 30 as he is going for the second serpent. He gets it without a crouch. Now gonna cut left. And now the huge dismount. He's failed this in the past, but not today. Nightblade, 20 seconds left onto the captain's cabin. And he's gonna get pushed off, but he's able to save it. It's not good for his time. He's gonna want to get it here. He does get it. And Nightblade, for the second tournament in a row, is going to move on to the second stage. He has done it yet again. And after failing stage 1 5 tournaments in a row, he gets his second stage 1 clear in a row. A very, very good run. As Nightblade has overcome obstacles he's failed in the past, it would overcome the slip up on the captain's cabin and will be advancing to the second stage. Next up is Biggie's 08. 08. He's on the Kraken. And this time, a bit close. Now just walking onto the sliding bouncer. I don't know how well this is gonna work. I don't know how he just made that. He got a big jump off this actual bouncer. And he completely overshoots the second ball on the spin bridge. We're now on to Nazpika. See how he can do. Nazpika in Trials of Achilles 5, that was never aired, made it to the last obstacle. That was Halo Infinite. This is Halo 5, and that is not last obstacle. We're on to Avrios. This is actually Nurz's, if you remember. He changed his gamer tag to Avrios. That worked out well for Condrith when he changed from Veroy to Condrith. Beat stage 1 a couple times. Let's see if Avrios can get a first stage clear. Maybe I should just say April. But I don't know. Avrios is onto the X Spider now, going straight for the second window. Oh no, too much forward momentum. A risky technique that did not pay off. So we're on to Wolf Shinobi. Was the first clear in the last tournament. No problems with the Kraken as we would expect. Now on to the second obstacle. Sliding bouncer. Oh no, Wolf Shinobi fails the second obstacle. And that is also his worst ever performance. He got caught up on the bouncer and had no chance to recover. We're on to Raven. Raven's put up a bunch of decent runs, but not able to get the job done yet. So let's see if Raven can defeat Stage 1 for the first time in her career. Gonna avenge Wolf Shinobi. Now onto the spin bridge. Raven overshoots the third ball. Next up on stage 1 is Nashi XII. She's on the Kraken. She's competed on Halo Ninja Warrior twice before, failing the falling plank and the rolling hill in that course. She's on the sliding bouncer now, and she's through it. She's onto the ascending spin bridge. So far so good. Yep, onto the X-Spider now. Ooh, stuck the window, but she saved jumps. Now going for the second window. Gets a couple save jumps. And, oh, she doesn't get a jump for the dismount. So we're now on to Sinful Mai, who has not competed since Tournament 2. And, oh, that is not a good return. So we're on to Dottie. Competed on Irish Warrior before, where she did great. 100%. She's on the Kraken. She is going slow, but getting through it. Now onto the sliding bouncer. And that is just funny to watch, but very unfortunate. And another competitor who has competed on Halo Ninja Warrior as Goku. This is Bashful. The course many times. Has never beaten the X-Spider though. Let's see if you can get there to start off with though. He's gonna frog jump the ascending spin bridge. Oh, it just didn't press the A button. You gotta press whatever your jump button is on the bouncer, otherwise you get a false bounce like that. So we're now on to Conjureth. Making his 7th appearance, been in every tournament. Has beaten stage 1 3 times. He's on to the sliding bouncer. The second to the third, and he's through it. Under the ascending spin bridge. Conjureth, no issues. Gets a spring jump off of it, that was very cool. Onto the X-Spider, which took him out in Tournament 1. And now the Sea Serpents, which has taken him out twice. Conjureth, I believe he failed this in the last tournament, actually. He's shooting it, so probably did. Now Conjureth, the dismount. He's got it. Over 20 seconds left into the captain's cabin. And Conjureth gets up on the circle. First try, but no, he slips down. Oh, Conjureth. The klaxon is sounding. He gets a circle and not going to slip down this time. And he will be our third finisher today, as he also clears with 6 seconds left. A very good run from Conjureth, despite that little slip up at the end. But Conjureth, for the 4th time in his career, will be moving on to stage 2. See this little slip up here? He slipped off that spoke. And number 20, 30, and 40 have cleared. Very interesting. So we're now on to Navai. She has put up so many deep stage 1 runs, so many Sea Serpent failures. Hopefully 7th time will be the charm. Lucky number 7. She's onto the bouncing slider. Gets onto that 3rd one, and she's through it. Now the spin bridge. Vi, gonna do the frog jump technique, always good. Vi, oh no, she overshoots the last ball. And Navai has put up her worst performance ever. Last ball, she kind of went far on the 4th ball, and then that led to her overshooting the 5th. We're on to Zampira, the German competitor. He's gonna full send the Kraken. Out the bouncing slider. Zampira, beautiful. To the spin bridge, we just saw Navai fail it. Zampira will not. Into the X Spider now. Gets a great save jump. Going for the dismount. 40 seconds into Sea Serpents as she cuts right, wasting no time. Just about gets on the second Serpent and jumps from a weird angle, but she's got it. So much time left as she goes for the dismount. Zampira comes up short. Unfortunate, as we're now on to Ioku, who got first place out of the people who failed stage 1 in the last tournament. The one and only Captain's Cabin failure. We've already seen Kaguya fail it, and a couple others slip up on it. Ioku right now is going to attempt the ascending spin bridge. Ioku onto the X Spider. And the beautiful attempt, same time as Zampira. Ooh, a save jump. Ioku not going to do anything crazy here on the Sea Serpents. Oh my goodness, another crazy save jump. As I said, she doesn't do anything crazy. Oh wow, oh my lord. The height off that was insane. She's back to the Captain's Cabin, and she's going to fail it again. Ioku, for the second tournament in a row, is out on the Captain's Cabin. She got bumped by that spoke and it pushed her away and off the obstacle. Very unfortunate. Looking for revenge after failing the Sea Serpents in the last tournament. This is Kokei. Kokei got his first stage 1 clear in tournament 2. Cleared a couple of times after that. His best performance was failing the metal spin twice, I believe. But in the last tournament, he put up his worst run ever, failing the Sea Serpents. Kokei looking for revenge. He's only failed stage 1 twice, tournaments 1 and 6. Through the Kraken, wouldn't expect anything less. Sliding bouncer, no issues for Kokei. He really wants his revenge. Right now he's on the spin bridge. Kokei has always been kind of a fast competitor as well. Making good time so far as he gets a save jump on the X Spider. And this is where he failed last tournament off the save jump, but he's not even going to take one this time. Almost fails the jump to the second part of that Serpent. Gets the jump across. 30 seconds left now for Kokei. And the dismount, he barely gets it. On to Captain's Cabin, we just saw Ioku fail this. Kaguya failed it as well, but Kokei is going to blow away the fastest time and become our 4th finisher of the tournament. And Kokei, for the 5th time in his career, will be moving on to stage 2. He overcame his failure from the last tournament. In the last tournament, he did take a save jump and the momentum pushed him out, but he didn't save jump on the Sea Serpents today, and that helped him to defeat stage 1 again. Coming off of his first stage 3 in the last tournament is Hauze. Hauze was one of the original 7 to beat stage 1 in tournament 1, where he became the first and only saucer scramble failure. He failed stage 1 2 times after that in tournaments 2 and 3. In tournament 4, he put up a pretty good run, showboating at the end of stage 1, but he would fail at the Broken Ridge on stage 2. But the last tournament was the real story for Kokei, defeating stage 1 yet again, but stage 2 got his first ever clear on it before going out at the hands of the Curtain Climb. Hauze, coming off of a 4th place finish, did really well last tournament, getting to stage 3. He's on the sliding bouncer now. Hauze gets through it. Into the ascending spin bridge. interesting technique. He's like switching techniques. Oh my goodness, almost overshoots the fourth ball. He's on the X-Spider. Taking a save jump, going for the dismount, got it. Now the jump across. No issues. Gets a transition to the second serpent, gonna cut left. And now the dismount for Halsey. He's got it, 25 seconds left. Halsey is going to defeat stage 1, I believe, for the 5th time, maybe 4th, I don't know, but he's going back to stage 2. Well done to you, Halsey. Coming off of his worst ever performance is Satraya. Satraya failed stage 1 in the first 2 tournaments, but tournament 4 was his shining moment where he got first place, getting to stage 3, going out on the Crooked Escape. But in the last tournament, he had arguably the most shocking failure in the course's history, failing the X-Spider. Satraya is back for his 7th appearance. He's off on stage 1. Take his time on the Kraken. He's got it. He's gonna set up before going into the sliding bouncer. Satraya has got it. He's not really known for his speed, but I will say, at one point he did hold the stage 2 speed record. Didn't last for too long, but he had it. Satraya, this is where he failed in the last tournament, that's why he's taking extra save jumps. Good strategy from Satraya, but he's a little low on time, 30 seconds left, at least compared to our other competitors. He gets to transition to the second serpent. He has failed this obstacle in the past. And he gets a huge bounce, wow. I don't know how our competitors do that. Now this jump right here, Satraya, he misses it. The clock's in sounding, he's gonna want to get up it here. He's got it, Satraya. Now the jump up. Oh, he misses it. Oh, Satraya, go, you gotta go now. He messed up, Satraya. Oh my goodness. Satraya with the closest call in next level jumping history. No time left whatsoever. 7/100ths, I'm looking at it, 7/100ths of a second left. That is absolutely insane. Satraya almost threw it all away, but he's going to stage 2 again. Next up on stage 1 is one of 3 competitors to have beaten stage 1 in all 6 tournaments. It is Lucid Dreams. Lucid got her first ever stage 3 in tournament 3, where she would go out on the curtain climb. In the very next tournament, she put up her personal best performance, failing the crazy cliffhanger. But in both the last 2 tournaments, she would go out on the Broken Ridge on stage 2 and the Metal Spin in the last tournament. Lucid Dreams, after those 2 stage 3s, suffering 2 stage 2 failures. Hopefully she can get back to stage 3, but it all begins with the first stage. Lucid gets through that onto the sliding bouncer. Lucid is through it, now onto the ascending spin bridge. Gets the frog jump technique beautifully, and onto the X-Spider. All these stage 1 obstacles she has never failed. 6 for 6 on stage 1. She's on the Sea Serpents now, gets a good bounce, a huge bounce. Now just over 30 as she goes for the dismount. And she just barely gets it, wow. Lucid Dreams onto the captain's cabin. She struggled with this in the last tournament. And Lucid, oh no, don't fall off. Oh, she melees. I don't know if that was on purpose or what. And she misses it again. Oh my goodness, Lucid, you have to get up this now. Don't want to suffer a Satraya close call, but she's got it now. And Lucid Dreams, for the 7th tournament in a row, will be moving on to stage 2. Very close call here on the captain's cabin. She's lucky she did not get pushed off the obstacle. she is going to stage 2. Like Lucid Dreams, Resumed has beaten stage 1 in every single tournament and next level jumping. She has gotten to stage 3, I mean, both the last 2 tournaments. She's failed the crazy cliffhanger in both of those appearances. Resumed has been doing pretty good. She got closer in the last tournament on the crazy cliffhanger than she did in tournament 5. Still gonna count as a tied personal best though. But technically last tournament was better. Resume, now onto the sliding bouncer. Resume, that third slide, she's got it. And the ascending spin bridge. Now with Resume, she loves to go fast. She has gotten the fastest time multiple times. She's set a speed record on stage 1 before, which lasted a while. I was with showboating too, which was very impressive. But Resume, she's just flying through the stage like you'd expect, destroying the sea serpents. It's just all business for her. Resumed, no slip-ups whatsoever on that stage. Beautiful 22.9 seconds left. I didn't even realize how much time she had left. Next up on stage 1 is the Tournament 5 finalist, Inzika. Inzika became almost the first newcomer to get to stage 3. He was unable to do that. But when he got to stage 3, he beat it on his first try in Tournament 5 before going out on the brick climb on the final stage, which is the best run ever on this course. In the last tournament, he didn't even get to jump off the third ledge of the crazy cliffhanger, but still a good run as it got him 3rd place. Zika, his 4th appearance here today, the Frenchman. Let's see how he can do. Now, like Resumed, he loves to go fast. I'd argue he is the fastest competitor right now. Did not get the fast time in the last tournament though. He lost 0.2 of a second to Jelly, which was funny, but he's looking for speed here today. He's another guy. He's never failed stage 1, but he hasn't been in every tournament. He's flying through stage 1 right now, as you'd expect. And another huge bounce. I don't know how our competitors are doing this. They have found some sort of strategy. And Zika, will he get the fast time? It's going to be really close. He does by 0.2 of a second. It's kind of ironic if you know what happened last tournament. Next up on stage 1, our final competitor, it is Jelly. Jelly has gotten first place 4 out of the 6 tournaments. The only time she didn't was in tournaments 4 and 5. Jelly, in the last tournament, she made history, becoming the first woman ever in jumping history to make a final stage. She went out on the salmon ladder on stage 4 though. Still, that final stage was very impressive. She will be making her 7th appearance, hoping to get her 7th stage 1 clear in a row. Jelly on stage 1. I will point out we have 9 clears right now, which ties the record, so if Jelly clears, we will set a new stage 1 clear record and have double digits for the first time ever. And Jelly is pretty good at stage 1, so let's hope she can clear. On to the X-Spider, gets a great bounce, gets a save jump, and she's through it. Not going to do her crazy skip, which is going to be hard to do in this tournament anyway. No one has done it. Jelly's doing really good so far on the Sea Serpents. And gets the dismount. Oh, barely. That's the closest I've ever seen Jelly coming to fail stage 1. She's not going to get the fastest time from Inzika this tournament, but she is going to clear and set a new stage 1 clear record 10 competitors moving on to stage 2, a fifth of the field. Jelly with a very good run, 17.7 seconds, the third fastest time. Just very dialed in. Except this right here was a bit close, but she was able to make it work with the save jump. She would be advancing to the second stage as It's Aura, Nightblade, Condrith, Kokei, Halsey, Satreya, Lucid Dreams, Resumed, and Zika and Jelly are the 10 clears. And we have a new Ninja Killer record, 14 failures on the sliding bouncer, and a new stage 1 clear record with 10 clears. Kicking us off on stage 2 is It's Aura. It's Aura on the double swing, punching it back and forth. She goes for the second swing. She's got it. It's Aura, the only competitor this tournament on stage 2 for their first time. Now she's on to Short Circuit. Taking out Halsey in the past. Jelly slipped up on it once. It's Aura looking good. She's got it. 25 seconds left into the crumbling path. That first block, they do crumble, but It's Aura fails it. First competitor out on the crumbling path. Speaking of the crumbling path, this is a man who failed it in the last tournament. It is Nightblade. Blade getting that swing going. He gets to the second swing barely. Oh my. That was very close. Nightblade punching that swing. Gonna take an extra swing here. It's kind of stopped moving a little bit, but he gets dismount. Did cost him some time though. On Short Circuit, he beat it in the last tournament. Gets a save jump. He's running low on time, that's for sure. He's got to get moving as he's just got over 20 into the obstacle he failed in the last tournament, the crumbling path. Nightblade is going for it. He's got it. He gets his revenge onto the metal spin, which has been made harder this tournament. Nightblade comes up short on the second set. We're now on to Condrith, who has failed the metal spin multiple times in the past. He has beaten it once though back in tournament 2, where he actually had the best run on the course for a couple runs. Condrith punching the swing back and forth. Gets onto the second swing. Condrith is only going to do 3 melees, that's the recommended strat for the second swing. He's on to Short Circuit. Condrith gets a save jump. Up to the last ledge here, it's thinner, but he gets it beautifully. Now onto the crumbling path. His first time attempting this obstacle. He barely gets on that third block, but he's able to get it. Now setting up for the metal spin. He's failed it multiple times in the past, and he's going to fail it again. Condrith out on the metal spin once again. So we're on to another man who's failed that obstacle multiple times in the past, Kokei. Kokei is making his return to stage 2 after failing stage 1 in the last tournament. Punching the swings. Okay, getting that second one going. Now he's got it. On to Short Circuit. He's at a faster pace than our previous competitors. Kokei gets up. 28 left. Yeah, pretty good pace. Onto the crumbling path. The first block doesn't even move, and he's through it. Onto the metal spin. Can he beat this obstacle? Kokei barely misses the second set, and our third competitor in a row out on that obstacle. But Halsey beat this stage in the last tournament, so let's see if he can do it again. It's beautiful cotton candy armor. Halsey gets a very good jump onto the second swing. Punching it back and forth. Halsey is through it. Now on the Short Circuit. Jose going for that 4th block. He's got it. Now the 5th, the last one. He gets that as well. Very good pace as he's setting up for the crumbling path. First one also doesn't move for him, and he's threw it back to the metal spin. No one has beaten this so far. Can Jose do it? He gets a save jump on the 2nd set. Now going for the dismount. No, Jose, he misses it. Jose, how do you fail that jump? Oh no, he made it to the 2nd set. He got a save jump, and when he went for the dismount, he got caught up on that pole. And he is out on stage 2 again. So we are on to Satreya. He's only failed the stage once, and that's when he failed this obstacle right here, back in tournament 3. He's 2 of 3 on this stage. Getting the first swing going. He failed this jump. Actually, no, I think he did fail the dismount. I think Zepsi failed that jump to 1 to 2 before. Either way, Satreya beats it this time around as he's on to short circuit. We go for the 3rd, almost overshoots it. Great save jump. As he comes up short of the 4th one, he's not able to save it. Satreya is out on the short circuit on stage 2. Wow, 6 competitors up, 6 competitors down. Our 7th competitor up has also beaten this stage twice in the past. It is Lucid Dreams, but she's failed it in both the last 2 tournaments. Lucid Dreams offer her minute on stage 2. Lucid punching it back and forth. She's never failed this obstacle. It's a beautiful jump onto the 2nd one. Now Lucid going for the dismount. She's got it onto the obstacle. Satreya just failed the short circuit. Lucid Dreams setting up for the jump Satreya failed. And Lucid Dreams gets through it onto the crumbling path with 25 seconds left. Lucid is through that as well. Now the metal spin, nobody's beaten it. She failed it last tournament, but she's the first one to get through today as she's onto the new obstacle, Slide to Victory. The klaxon sounding. She goes for the final jump. Lucid Dreams has got it, and she is going back to stage 3 for the 3rd time in her career. Lucid overcoming both those last 2 stage 2 failures as she becomes the first today to defeat the 2nd stage. The Slide to Victory, she timed that perfectly and made the jump easily. And we are on to another competitor who's beaten this stage twice before. Resumed. She beat it in both the last 2 tournaments, unlike Lucid Dreams. Resumed. She has had her struggles with the metal spin. A lot of our competitors have struggled. Metal spin, she goes for the dismount and 1, barely gets it. Wow. That'll save her some time. Not that she needs to anyway, she's already fast as it is. But look at her time now. 33 up the short circuit. Onto the crumbling path. Resumed has got it. Onto the metal spin now. She's failed it. She's going to swap sides. And she gets the dismount. Plenty of time for the Slide to Victory. Resumed is going down. She jumps. She makes it in 13.1 seconds left. A very fast time, as Resumed has beaten stage 2 for the 3rd tournament in a row. After starting off with 4 stage 2 failures in a row, she now has 3 stage 2 clears in a row. Very well done by Resumed. We're on to another competitor who has beaten this stage twice in the past. A lot. That's 4 in a row now. It's very interesting. Zika punching the swing back and forth. Like Resumed, beaten this stage twice in a row, both the last 2 tournaments. And he's going to go for it in 1 as well, and he actually makes it better than Resumed. Zika getting through short circuit. He's a little bit slower than Resumed, about 2 seconds slower. He's onto the crumbling path. And third, he's got it. Alright, metal spin now. And Zika, that first one, he kind of gets caught up, and Zika comes up short of the second set on the metal spin. And then Zika puts up his worst performance ever. He got caught up on that first set and could not get to the second. Very unfortunate for our finalists from 2 tournaments ago, as we're on to the finalists from last tournament. It is Jelly. Jelly. She is punching the swing back and forth. Gets to the second set. And she's through it. Onto the short circuit. She had a close call a while back in this obstacle. This jump right here, but she gets it beautifully this time. And she's through. Up it with less than 30. Jelly is getting through the crumbling path. Now onto the metal spin. She's only failed this once back in tournament 1. And she gets through it here today. She's onto the slide to victory. Jelly taking her time to set up going into it. And Jelly, she barely gets the dismount and is going back to stage 3. 6 in a row now for her. As our 3 finishers on stage 2, all females, and every single one of them has beaten stage 1 in all 7 tournaments. That is a stacked lineup for stage 3. As we are going straight into it with Lucid Dreams. Lucid Dreams resumed Jelly, all on stage 3. They have 12 stage 3s between the 3 of them, with Jelly having half of them. Lucid Dreams on the ring drop. Same from last tournament. There are 2 new obstacles on the stage, and the curtain climb was modified. And here's the dashing diamonds. You gotta get onto the middle of these diamonds, that little crease there. You cannot go on the sides or you will fall off. Lucid is doing very well right now. Taking some safe jumps. Walking over to the other side to get momentum for the 5th diamond. She gets it with the save jump. Now the 6th, she's just going to go straight for the dismount, and she's got it. She shoots. This is the obstacle she failed in tournament 3. She slides. You have to slide now to get up it. She's through it. Now onto the crazy cliffhanger. Her personal best run came in tournament 4 when she failed this jump right here. And she sets a new personal best. Well done, Lucid Dreams. Now on the 3rd ledge. The big transition is taking out many people, and it's going to take out Lucid Dreams. But still a personal best performance. So we're on to Resumed, who failed that jump in both the last 2 tournaments. He was very close in the last tournament, however. Resumed is going down the ring drop. And she slipped back a little bit on there, but she's good. Onto the dashing diamonds. Resumed, going for that 2nd diamond, gets it with the save jump. Now going for the 3rd right away. She's got it. Now the 4th, Resumed, she gets a save jump, but she gets pushed out and she is out. Oh no, Resumed. The 2nd obstacle is stage 3. She is off. Well, for the 5th time now, the last competitor standing is Jelly. The only time she was in the last competitor standing was tournaments 1 and 5, which are also the only 2 tournaments she... Actually, well, she did get first place in tournament 1, it was tied first. But tournament 5, she didn't get first. And she always stands up on this ring drop. I tell her not to, but she don't listen. It's not a really good technique, but she makes it work. Now this obstacle Resumed just failed, and Jelly's doing it without save jumps. That is just insane. This jump right here, Resumed fail. She will take a save jump on it. And she's going to go straight for the dismount onto the curtain climb, which she has never failed. She slides. She's got it. Now onto the crazy cliffhanger. It's already 0 for 1. Lucid Dreams failed it. Jelly failed this back in tournament 3. She did fail this transfer. Jelly, for a 5th first place. She's got it once again. Jelly just destroys the cliffhanger most of the time, and she will attempt the new chain seesaw. This obstacle was very difficult. Gotta move this chain, gotta punch it, get it swinging. And she is punching it 2 times per swing. She's going back. She's gonna punch it. Oh, she's getting ready to jump. She goes for it. Jelly does not get to the 2nd set on the chain seesaw, and the tournament has come to an end. Jelly, oh, she engaged for sprint too late. That's very unfortunate. And the tournament is over. No final stage of this tournament, but I thank you all for watching, and I will see you very soon for Tournament 8 of Next Level Jumping. Farewell, everyone.